Disclaimer: we blew our entire budget on the first 30 seconds of this video, so you may notice a slight decrease in the quality for the duration. We hope you enjoy.
This just in. Police reports confirm a bank robbery at North-South New Florida Bank.
It is unclear who is behind this robbery at the moment, but many speculate it could be the infamous supervillain, Steelface. More on this story after the break.
Kazooboy, we have a situation.
Kirby, you should know I'm already on it.
There's no fear! Kazooboy's here! Kazooboy said before leaping into action. Kazooboy burst through the door of the bank and was all like, "Hey guy, knock it off." And Steelface, the guy robbing the bank, was like, "Nuh-uh, you know what they say. Finders weepers, losers keep, losers finders weep, weepers weep, keeper find." Forget it. And then Steelface pulls out a gun and starts shooting Kazooboy. And Kazooboy's like, "Oh great heavens." And then he summons a printer from the printer dimension and uses the printer to block the bullets. And then Kazooboy throws the printer at Steelface, and Steelface is all like, that doesn't look good." And then the printer slams into his face, and Steelface is all like, "Ouchie, that hurted." And Kazooboy's like, "Good." And then Kazooboy starts shooting lasers at Steelface, which he's never canonically done before. And then Steelface is like, "Whoa," and he starts dodging all the lasers, but then he remembers that he brought his anti-laser cream, and he tries to put on the anti-laser cream, but he's having trouble getting his back. "Hey man, can you get my back?" he asks Kazooboy, and Kazooboy's like, "Of course man, I got you." And then Kazooboy helps put the anti-laser cream on Steelface's back. And then Kazooboy roundhouse kicks Steelface in the next week. Literally, he kicks him so hard that he breaks the space-time continuum and travels 7 days into the future. What? So, the day was saved, I guess. So later, Kazooboy's hanging out with his super bestest best bestie friend in the whole wide world, Kirby Graves. And Kirby's all like, "That was super cool he stopped Steelface from robbing that bank." And Kazooboy's all like, "Oh, that was nothing. You should see what I'm gonna do to Mr. Crime over there." Wait, Mr. Crime? And suddenly Mr. Crime is there, and he's all like, "Would you look at the time? It's crime time." "It's crime time? It's crime time!" And then Mr. Crime uses evil powers to make this random guy start committing crimes. He's littering and kicking dogs and stuff. Not cool. And Kazooboy's all like, "Not cool." And Mr. Crime is like, "So cool." And he starts using more of his crime powers to make even more people start committing crimes. And Kazooboy isn't sure what to do, so he asks his best friend Kirby Graves, "What do I do, Kirby?" "Kirby?" But Kirby's been brainwashed by Mr. Crime, and now she's committing crimes. "Aha, I'm gonna start a pyramid scheme," Kirby said. And Kazooboy was all like, "No, that's my bestest best bestie friend in the whole wide world. I have to stop Mr. Crime and stop her from committing any more crimes." But Mr. Crimes was getting in the crime mobile, and he was getting away. But Kazooboy was like, "Not so fast, I'll use the Kazoo bus." And so he got into the Kazoo bus and started chasing Mr. Crime. And Mr. Crime was like, "Oh geez, he's in the Kazoo bus. I better fire my bus-seeking missiles at him." So he fired the bus-seeking missiles, but luckily Kazooboy did a cool flip thing and the missiles didn't hit him. And Kazooboy was like, "Is that all you got?" And Mr. Crime was like, "Nope," and rammed the Crime-mobile into the Kazoo bus. And Kazooboy was like, "I hope you have insurance." And Mr. Crime was like, "I don't." And Kazooboy was like, "Oh no, that's a crime." And Mr. Crime was like, so Kazooboy starts throwing printers at Mr. Crime, and Mr. Crime is like, "Whoa there, buddy, watch where you're throwing those." And Kazooboy's like, "Okay." And now Mr. Crime is angry. "I'm angry," said Mr. Crime before he pulled out a big knife. And Kazooboy was like, "Whoa, that's a big knife." And so he shot a laser at the knife and destroyed it. So that was that problem solved. But he still had to get Mr. Crime to uncrimify all the people he crimified. "Uncrimify all the people you crimified, Mr. Crime," Kazooboy said to Mr. Crime. And Mr. Crime was like, "No way, muchacho." And Kazooboy was like, "Why not?" And Mr. Crime was like, "'Cause I don't wanna." And Kazooboy was like, "Please, no, please, no, please, no, please, no. Laser? Okay, they're all uncrimified." And then all the people were uncrimified, and Kirby Graves was like, "I'm glad I'm uncrimified, but I regret starting a pyramid scheme." And Kazooboy was like, "It's okay, you were crimified." And Mr. Crimes was like, "I'm gonna leave now." But Kazooboy was like, "Nope, you're going to jail." And they threw him right into the slammer. And so the day was saved again, and with that, our story comes to a close. But suddenly, inconvenient timing made You know, I don't think a Kazooboy movie would work out that well. I think it'd work better in an episodic format.